Hi, my name is John Taylor. My group contains Morgan and Eliza, and this is my bike frame material. So within our group, I have chosen to do carbon fiber. So in the current era of bike frames, they're usually made of aluminium, or carbon fiber, or even bamboo. When it comes down to carbon fiber, it is used for many different applications, one of which is for bike frame. Carbon fiber usually by itself is very stiff, and with its strength while being very light, it would be useful for bike frame, and here's all the reasons why. Yep, just went through that. Yep, sorry. So the strengths with carbon fiber is that carbon fiber has many advantages over conventional bike frame materials. Carbon fiber is stronger than steel for its weight and has a tensile strength of 228 GPa compared to steel's 205 GPa. Other advantages that carbon fiber has is that it is significantly lighter than aluminium, steel, or titanium, making it the best choice for road or professional bikes. Carbon fiber is also well known for being comfortable while riding due to its absorption of vibrations from the road, and it is very reliable as well as it being more resistant to any sort of corrosion. It's strong, available, it's moderately affordable for those who are willing to pay for high tier products, and is a good choice compared to the other materials. However, the weaknesses that come with carbon fiber bike frames is that carbon fiber is expensive compared to all the other materials such as bamboo, aluminium and steel, and titanium. These frames are more prone to fracture and break compared to steel, making it an expensive fix. And just overall, it is hard and expensive to manufacture. But to conclude, carbon fiber has many positives when it's used for bike frames and can be the difference between winning or losing a race. If you're willing to pay, then this is a great material, especially in professional sports or amazing rides. Thank you.
Hey guys, how are you? Alrighty, so my name is Aliza Abbas and I'm a student of Griffith College, and this is my student ID, ABBAC1801. And today I will have a small presentation upon the material that I will be choosing to make my bicycle. So that's a small presentation, and starting with the introduction. So this presentation will most probably cover the advantages and the disadvantages of the material that I would be choosing to make a bicycle structure, and whether if it's available or not, what sort of material is that, everything will be covered in this presentation. So starting with the specifications of the bicycle frame, that what sort of frame are we looking for? We are looking for a frame that should be having a high strength, high stiffness, it should be shock absorbing, and it should be useful for small load taking structures as well, and with a high tensile strength. So we have a variety over here for the materials that we can use. The first one that I prefer is the bamboo, the second one is aluminium, the third one is steel, and the fourth one is going to be alloy and carbon fiber with respective. So the element that I would be choosing for making my frame for a bicycle is going to be bamboo. Why? So the bamboo itself is a composite material which has the properties as listed over there. So it has a high tensile strength, it has high modulus, it has low density, it is excellent resistant to fatigue, and it is corrosion resistant, and it has a low coefficient of thermal expansion. That means if we reduce that under a sunlight, it doesn't expand much, which is a very good point. Honestly, you don't want your seat or your frame to get hot when it's reduced in sunlight. So why bamboo? as word says for itself, it's very strong. It does not break easily. It's high stiffness, and it's available all over the world. I mean, Asia is the best country that produces bamboos, and it can be exported everywhere. It can be used by the first world countries, by the third world countries, the underdogs and the underdeveloped countries. It's good for all of them. It is stronger than wood, and it's lighter than wood, which is also a very good reason. So advantages. It's available all over the world. That is the best advantage that we can get when it comes to bamboos. It's very cost efficient. It's lightweight, and it does not expand when it gets in contact with the sun, and it's a very good heat insulator. So regardless of like how hard the environment gets, you don't need to worry about it because you got a bamboo as a frame for your bicycle. Talking about the disadvantages, it's very time consuming to twist the bamboos, and it doesn't twist and it doesn't melt when it expands into under high temperature, and it's a risky investment because it hasn't been tested enough on the different parts of its properties. It's an organic material, which means that it's not homogeneous, so it's purest on its own form, and it's very sensitive to moisture. What I believe that all of this stuff can be sorted out if we take the measures according to, especially the sensitive to moisture, because we can put some chemical layers on the top of the bamboo so that it avoids the moisture to get into the bamboo. So the conclusion, in my opinion, I believe that bamboo has its disadvantages, but the advantages overcomes its flaws, and the reasons I already explained it to you. So if you guys have any questions, I would be most happy to answer you all. Just drop your questions below in the comment box, and should be it. Thank you very much.
Hey guys, my name's Morgan, and today I'll be talking about the bike frame material that I chose for this presentation and project. So in this presentation I'll talk about the material / element itself. I'll talk about its properties and why I chose the material titanium. I'll talk about the advantages and disadvantages of titanium. I'll also talk about the availability of titanium, and I'll talk about what our group chose for the bike frame's final material to be. So what is titanium exactly? Titanium is a lightweight, high-strength alloy metal. It is used commonly in high-speed aircraft parts, as well as motorsport vehicles and various tools and machinery. Properties. Some properties of titanium is that it has a very high tensile strength. It has low elastic modulus. It is a dense metal that has ionic bonding and also a crystalline structure. I chose this material for its properties, which include like high strength and the dense metal, as well as the ionic bonding. So some of the advantages is that, well, the main advantage of titanium is its high tensile strength. It is a material that will not bend, as well as snap or crack or like stretch. It is a very corrosion resistant, which means the bike will not rust away and last a very long time. The disadvantages of this material are the cost, or mainly the cost. It is a very expensive material as it is hard to refine. It costs roughly about $100 for a meter of half-inch tubing. It is not commonly available to people as it is high sourced and mainly bought in bulk. It also is hard to work with, say, to weld or to shape the material. Titanium is not so available in third world countries as well. It is mostly just a first world available product. So yeah, that's to conclude for this project. Our group decision for the final material of the bike was titanium. Any questions? Thank you for listening.